Well, I'm back in the rig, and I have some amazing pictures to share with you. These animals know that spring's on its way. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the foothills of the Smokies. Another chapter of As the Ridge Turns. Now, I'm able to get back in these old ridges, get back to my cameras, and they have some amazing pictures on them, I'm telling you. So first thing I want to do is I want to thank you all for your patience, your love, your support, and especially your prayers. Now, I'm at about 80%. If it wasn't for this nerve pain, I'd be just perfect. I'm walking pretty good. I just have to take my time. But enough about me. What about these little animals on this ridge? They have been running everywhere. Out of 30 cameras on these ridges, about 10 of them wasn't working. A lot of them, most of them, the camera cards was plumb full of pictures. Couldn't take no more. But out of all these cameras, I went through 4,000 pictures, clips. I mean, it's amazing. And I have some really good pictures too. These animals knows it's spring and they knows what's coming. But anyway, here in the ridge, here in East Tennessee, it's redbud winter. It'll be 70 degrees one day, and I reckon it's going to get down in the 20s here during the night. And remember, these videos is always a week behind, because time I pull the cards, make the video, and post it, it's always a week behind. But I'm just glad to get back in these ridges. And it's like these little animals, they was wondering where I was at. But anyway, here in the woods, you can see it. It's just so beautiful. They're just about ready to bud out. And oh, the pond, it's had some good water. It's come up almost into my camera. And then it's went back down. But there's some amazing pictures, so I want you to relax, sit down, and let's enjoy all nature's little friends in the ridge. Well, we'll start off on the ridge. There's so many pictures. I'll just show the best of the best, because there's just so much. I try to condense it. Now, right here on the ridge, you can see the deer. They usually lose their antlers here around the 1st of April, I've noticed. And some of them lose them a little bit early. The ones that got one gone here already. Beautiful deer. And here's a beautiful capture of a full-grown bobcat. You see them, then you don't see them. They're gone quick. Lucky I caught that. I caught another one there at dawn. Here's another buck moving around the ridge. You just catch glimpses of them. But I catch them up close here too, these deer. They're changing their coats a little bit, some of them are. And they don't care about the cameras. Sometimes they just don't pay no attention to them. It spooks them. And the herd of deer, they're doing just fine. The does, they're running everywhere. And there's old Yeller. He's still hanging in there. Coming and a-going. Oh yeah, tough old cat. And there's a possum during the day. I can't tell, it's daylight. Now there's old No-Tail. I'm gonna call him Peter No-Tail. Used to be Rocky too, but he's lost his tail. And here's the old groundhog, Dirty Dan, moving up the ridge. Where's he heading to? There he is, heading back. He's just prowling around trying to forage too. And there's another possum during the day. Now that looks like Willie. I haven't seen Sidewinder. Here's a beautiful little cardinal, female cardinal. Only bird I really got up close, except for these birds. And they're everywhere. It's their time of year. These turkey are really wearing this ridge out. I'll just show you some of the best pictures of them. I've got so many. The old hen, they'll walk right into the camera. Beautiful turkey. I get some really good close-ups too. There's a big old tom coming down the ridge. And here's the hens again, moving around. Just look at the camera like, what is that? Here's the best picture I've ever taken of a tom, fanned out, strut, perfect. That's the best picture I've ever captured on this ridge as today. Here on the trail, you can see the herd of deer. They enjoying themselves. And that looks like old Socks on the trail. Haven't seen him in a while. But I know who that is. That's old Dirty Dan moving down the trail. He's out making his round. And there he is on the path. What pictures I got on the camera. And marking his little tree too. And there's a little old squirrel. I don't know if that's Ricky or not. It's away from his spot. But here it is. What pictures I got. There's little Ricky at the log. Didn't get many pictures on this camera. At the tree, there's a little old doe picking around right in front of the camera. And a turkey strutting too. Well, a hen coming through. And there's old Dirty Dan on his favorite little tree. Stretching, chewing on. But he moves on. And there he is again on a wet day. And there he is coming in. Up at the Rock Motel, coming home. And he gets in, he checks his rock, see if old Yaller's been on, leaving his scene again, moves on in. And he's just relaxing on the patio. Likes to chew on this bush. Guess he's just cleaning his teeth. But he just comes and goes. Loves to check that rock, I've noticed. Always checking. He's heading in. And there's old Fred during the day. That's a rare treat. Ain't he pretty? Of course, that might be Betty. I can't really tell. But it's a beautiful spot. And during the day, another rare treat. Skunk. That looks like flat top right there. All kinds of skunks. I can't even name them anymore. There's so many of them coming and going during the day. But the regulars are still here. There's old Ricky on his perch. They're all here, just waiting for me to come and get the camera. And the doe moving through. And now at the pond, this pond got some good water in it. It just comes up and down. It's a natural sinkhole, not a man-made pond. And the turkey, they love this place. This is before the rains come in. And the bucks, this is the herd of bucks. They hang to theirself. Some of them got antlers on their head, and some of them's broke. But they hang together too. And I catch some pretty good pictures of them too. They don't mind this camera. These little old young bucks here. Looks like a 3-point right there. Right in front of the camera. Got so many pictures. These are the best. And the other camera, there you are again. And the coons, they moving around during the day. An old wet day. Sitting here cleaning himself. And they just mosey around. They love this pond, I know that. But here on the range setting in, they ain't too happy right here. They fighting amongst themselves. And we'll come back to the pond later. When it gets dark going down, old coons up here at the den tree, they just come one right after another, wiring it out. Off the top of this ridge, this big timber. There's one's got a leg missing in the back. Bless its heart. And there's old No-Tail. He coming through there too. And these old coons, they just pouncing on something. No telling what he's got there. And there's a little old young buck. A little bitty spike moving through. But so is them old coyotes. They're just waiting to jump on something. And there looks like old Willie moving through. Haven't seen old Sidewinder though. No pictures or clips of him. And there's a precious little blind squirrel. Now that looks like the Git Cat going down the trail. It looks like it, but I can't really tell, but it sure looks like it. The old Git Cat. And there's Fred or Betty right there on the trail. Moving on through. There it looks like a little, that looks like tiger there. I don't know. It might be socks if the light hits it a certain way. Don't know. But I know that's a coon there. Don't know which one. After crossing log here, what I've got off ahead at night. Old coon coming through. But it's skunk after skunk. That was Flat Top. That's Stripe. Streak. And old No-Tail's climbing a tree here below the Rock Motel. Wonder why. Here's why. Old Coyote moving through. He don't want no part of that, does he? But the coast is clear. He moves on his way. And at the Rock Motel, he makes his rounds too. And old Rocky here, don't know where Mrs. Rocky's at. This is on their stops. That looks like old Willie going under. But this place is, there's a there's a snowball right there, the original snowball. They all enjoying this Rock Motel. Yeah, it looks like old Stripe there, or Flat Top. There's Stripe. Now there's Snowball. Moving on. Beautiful skunk. And down at the pond, before the rain set in, coons enjoying the place. They're having a good time. But the rain set in, heavy rain, and the pond starts rising. And it seems like they like it even more. They out in the middle of that cold water. And that camera is 2 foot above the water line before this rain. But it rose real quick. You can see the coons loving it. And they pulled my camera down, pulled it straight down to the water line. You can see them eating on something. And this is that was the end of it right there. But water didn't get in the camera, but it was right at it. Come daylight, there's a bobcat moving across the top of the ridge. So are the deer. Everything's watching for each other. And all the little animals is out during the day. It's their turn. Squirrels and the deer on a beautiful morning. But it's time for the precious little squirrels. They have their time. I've got so many pictures of these squirrels. I just pick out a few that looks the best. Ain't they precious? Always foraging. Of course, they're cutting the buds in the trees now. Pretty squirrels, ain't they? He's just checking things out. Finding him something to eat on. They let you know if something's in the woods, though. They always watch. Of course, they got to with all these hawks. But, well, there you go. There's the pictures to catch up everything. I hope you enjoyed this video. It took me some time to get this and get this back to made. So I want to thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. So God bless. Take care, and I'll see you next time.